When you find yourself staring at a mountain that seems too high to climb, too vast to overcome, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Mountains are majestic and imposing, often symbolizing the enormous challenges that life throws at you. But while mountains may seem insurmountable, I am the creator of them, and I am the God who can move them. Think about the mountains you face in your life: financial difficulties, health crises, personal struggles, or overwhelming responsibilities. These obstacles may appear like towering giants, seemingly unmovable and unchangeable. But understand that these mountains are not too great for my power. I am the one who placed the mountains in their positions, and I have the authority to shift them as I see fit. Consider the story of Jesus and his disciples. He told them, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." Matthew 17 verse 20. This profound statement underscores the power of faith in me. It is not the size of your faith that matters, but the magnitude of my power. When you trust in me, even the smallest amount of faith can bring about miracles. Mountains represent more than just physical barriers. They symbolize the trials and tribulations that can hinder your progress. They can be doubts that plague your mind, fears that paralyze your heart, or situations that seem beyond remedy. Yet, I am the God who specializes in moving mountains. When you feel trapped and powerless, call upon me. I am ready to intervene in ways that defy your understanding. When facing a mountain, remember that it is not your strength but mine that will move it. Your role is to place your trust in me and to rely on my strength. Like the Israelites who marched around the walls of Jericho in faith, you must also act with conviction and trust in my promises. Your faith becomes the instrument through which my power is made manifest. As you confront the mountains in your life, do not be disheartened by their size or the length of time they have been in your path. My timing and methods are perfect, and what seems like a long-standing barrier is merely an opportunity for my power to be revealed. When the mountain is finally moved, you will see my glory and your faith will be strengthened. In moments when you feel overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of your challenges, remember that I am greater than your problem. I am the God who moves mountains, and nothing is too great for my power. Trust in my ability to overcome every obstacle and to guide you through the mountains you face. With me, no challenge is too daunting, no problem too vast. I am with you, ready to move the mountains that block your path and to lead you to victory. When the storm rages and the winds howl with relentless fury, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Storms can be terrifying, their force capable of shaking your very foundations and making you feel helpless. But I am the God who controls the wind and the waves, and my power is greater than any storm that comes your way. Think of the storm on the Sea of Galilee. The disciples were terrified as the winds roared and the waves crashed against their boat. Yet, with a mere command, I calmed the storm and brought peace to the turbulent waters. This event was not just a display of my power. It was a demonstration of my authority over every force of nature. When you are caught in the storms of life, remember that I am the one who can bring calm and order to the chaos. Storms in your life can come in many forms: emotional upheavals, financial difficulties, health crises, or relational conflicts. They can seem overwhelming, shaking you to your core and making you question how you will ever find peace. Yet, in the midst of these storms, I am your anchor. My presence is a constant source of stability and reassurance, even when everything around you is in turmoil. When you face a storm, it is natural to feel fear and anxiety. But I am the God who offers you peace that surpasses all understanding. My peace is not the absence of the storm, but the assurance that I am with you through it. Even when the winds are howling and the waves are crashing, I am in control. I am guiding you, protecting you, and providing for you. In the midst of the storm, you may not always understand why it is happening or how long it will last. But trust that I am using the storm to strengthen your faith, to refine your character, and to bring you closer to me. I am working in ways that you cannot see, orchestrating events for your good and my glory. So, when the storm seems relentless and the winds threaten to overwhelm you, remember, I am greater than your problem. I control the wind and the waves, and I am with you through every tempest. Trust in my power to calm the storm and to bring you safely through the turbulent waters. I am your peace, your refuge, and your strength in the midst of any storm. When despair feels like a deep, unending chasm, and hope seems like a distant dream, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Despair can be consuming, casting shadows over every aspect of your life and making the future look bleak. Yet, even in the depths of despair, I am the God who reaches down to lift you up. Consider the story of Job, who faced unimaginable suffering and loss. In his darkest moments, he cried out in despair, yet I restored him and blessed him abundantly. Your situation may feel dire, but know that I am capable of bringing light to your darkness and lifting you out of the pit of despair. My power is not limited by the depth of your troubles. It transcends every challenge. Despair may make you feel isolated and abandoned, but I am always near, ready to offer comfort and strength. When you are overwhelmed by sorrow and hopelessness, turn to me. I am the one who can renew your spirit and restore your joy. I bring beauty from ashes and hope from hopelessness. When you are in the depths of despair, remember that your feelings are valid, but they do not define your future. I am the God who specializes in resurrection and renewal. Just as I raised Christ from the dead, I can bring new life and hope to your circumstances. Trust in my ability to transform your despair into a testimony of my faithfulness. In moments of profound sadness, it can be hard to see a way out, but I am the God who promises to be with you through every trial. I walk with you in the shadows and lift you up to the light. Your despair is temporary, but my love and power are everlasting. Hold onto the hope that I provide, and allow me to raise you up from the depths of your sorrow. So, when despair threatens to consume you, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who raises you up, who turns your mourning into dancing, and who restores your hope. Trust in my ability to bring you out of the darkness and into the light, knowing that I am always with you, ready to lift you up and renew your spirit. When you stand face to face with a giant that seems too powerful to defeat, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Giants in your life may take many forms: overwhelming challenges, formidable obstacles, or intimidating fears. But I am the God who defeats giants, and no enemy is too great for my power. Consider the story of David and Goliath. David was a young shepherd boy with only a sling and a stone, yet he defeated the mighty Goliath because he trusted in my power, not his own strength. The giants you face may seem insurmountable, but with my help, you can overcome them. Your faith in me empowers you to face and conquer even the most daunting adversaries. Giants can be daunting, but they are not invincible. When you feel small and inadequate, remember that it is not your own strength that matters, but my power working through you. Just as David's faith allowed him to defeat Goliath, your faith in me enables you to overcome the giants in your life. My power is made perfect in your weakness, and your reliance on me is the key to victory. When facing giants, it is essential to remember that I am with you, fighting alongside you. The obstacles you encounter may seem enormous, but they are nothing compared to my power. I am the God who delivers from every form of evil and defeats every giant that stands in your way. Trust in my strength and rely on my guidance. In the face of giants, do not let fear paralyze you. Instead, draw strength from the knowledge that I am greater than any giant you encounter. My power is infinite, and my love for you is unchanging. With me by your side, no giant is too great, no challenge too daunting. You are more than a conqueror through my strength. So, when you face giants that seem unbeatable, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who defeats giants, and with my power working through you, no obstacle is too formidable. Trust in my strength, face your giants with courage, and watch as they fall before you, giving way to my glory. When you find yourself surrounded by walls that seem to close in around you, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Walls can symbolize barriers, obstacles, or situations that confine you and limit your progress. Yet, I am the God who makes a way through every wall and barrier that stands in your path. Think about the walls of Jericho, which stood as an impenetrable barrier between the Israelites and their promised land. When the Israelites obeyed my command and marched around the walls fell down flat, making a way for them to enter the land I had promised. Your walls may seem unyielding, but with my guidance and intervention, I can make a way where there seems to be no way. Walls in your life may take many forms: emotional barriers, relational conflicts, financial constraints, or other challenges that seem to trap you. But know that I am the God who can bring down these walls. Trust in my power to create a path where none exists and to lead you through every obstacle that stands in your way. When you are confronted with walls that appear insurmountable, it is important to remember that my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What seems impossible to you is possible with me. I am the one who can break through barriers and open doors that you thought were closed forever. In moments of despair, when you feel like you are trapped behind walls with no way out, remember to call on me. I am the God who makes a way through every obstacle, and I am with you, guiding you through the challenges you face. My power is greater than any wall, and my love for you ensures that I will not leave you in confinement. So, when walls close in around you and you feel trapped and helpless, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who makes a way through every barrier and obstacle, and I am with you, ready to lead you to victory. Trust in my power to bring down the walls and to guide you through every challenge you face. When you find yourself in the furnace of trials, facing intense heat and pressure, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Trials can be painful and overwhelming, but they are also opportunities for growth and refinement. I am the God who protects you in the furnace and purifies you through the trials. Consider the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who were thrown into a fiery furnace because of their faith. Even though the furnace was heated 7 times hotter than usual, they were not consumed by the flames. Instead, I was with them in the fire, protecting them and proving that nothing can harm those who trust in me. The same applies to you. When you are in the furnace of trials, I am with you, shielding you from harm and guiding you through the heat. Trials are not meant to destroy you but to refine you. Just as gold is purified in the furnace, your faith is tested and strengthened through trials. I use these experiences to remove impurities and to make you more like my Son. The furnace of trials may be intense, but it is through these experiences that you are molded into a vessel of honor, prepared for my purposes. When you are in the midst of trials, it is natural to feel overwhelmed and fearful. But remember that I am with you in the furnace, providing protection and strength. Your trials are not without purpose. They are designed to draw you closer to me and to reveal the depth of your faith. Trust that I am working in your life, even in the midst of the heat. In the furnace of trials, it is crucial to hold onto the hope that I am with you and that my love for you remains constant. I will not allow you to be consumed by the flames, and I will use the trials to purify and strengthen you. Trust in my power to protect you and to bring you through every trial, emerging stronger and more refined. So, when you find yourself in the furnace of trials, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who protects you in the fire and purifies you through the heat. Trust in my presence, rely on my strength, and know that I am using the trials to shape you for my purposes. When fear grips your heart and paralyzes your spirit, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Fear can be a powerful force, making even the smallest challenge seem insurmountable and obscuring the light of hope. Yet, I am the God who brings courage in the face of your deepest fears. Consider the story of Joshua as he led the Israelites into the Promised Land. The land was filled with unknowns and formidable enemies, and the weight of leadership was heavy. Yet, I commanded him, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Joshua 1 verse 9. Just as I was with Joshua, so I am with you. I am the source of your courage and strength, and I am greater than any fear that seeks to overwhelm you. Fear often emerges in the face of uncertainty or danger, making you question your abilities and your future. But remember, I am not only present but also powerful. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and in your moments of fear, I am the one who gives you the courage to face what lies ahead. Trust in my power to turn your fears into fortresses of strength. When fear takes hold, it can be helpful to remember my promises. I have assured you that I am with you, that I will not forsake you, and that I will provide for your every need. These promises are not just words but the foundation of your courage. Lean on them, and let my truth dispel the darkness of fear. Courage does not mean the absence of fear but the ability to move forward despite it. I am the God who empowers you to take courageous steps even when your knees are trembling and your heart is racing. When you face fear, I am beside you, guiding you and strengthening you. You are never alone in your battles. My presence is your greatest source of courage. So, when fear grips you and threatens to paralyze you, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who brings courage and strength. Trust in my power to overcome your fears, and let my presence embolden you to face every challenge with confidence. My love casts out fear, and with me, you have the courage to conquer every obstacle. When the night seems endless and darkness engulfs your soul, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Night can symbolize times of struggle, loneliness, and despair, making you feel as if the dawn will never break. Yet, I am the God who brings the dawn and dispels the darkness. Think of the psalmist's cry, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." Psalm 30 verse 5. Even the longest night is temporary, and my promise is that morning will come. The darkness you experience may feel overwhelming, but it is not permanent. I am the light of the world, and my light will shine through every shadow and bring new hope to your heart. In times of darkness, it is easy to lose sight of the promise of dawn. You may feel isolated and abandoned, but remember that I am with you through every night. Just as the sun rises each day, bringing light and warmth, so I am with you, ready to bring light to your darkness and hope to your despair. The night may seem long and the trials unending, but my presence is constant. I am working even when you cannot see or understand. Your nights of suffering and uncertainty are opportunities for my grace to shine through, and your trust in me will lead you to the dawn of new beginnings. When you feel trapped in the night, hold on to the promise of the dawn. My love and faithfulness are steadfast, and I will bring you through the darkness to a place of light and renewal. The dawn is a testament to my power to transform your struggles into a testimony of my goodness. So, when the night seems endless and the darkness feels overwhelming, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who brings the dawn and dispels the darkness. Trust in my promise of a new day, and hold fast to the hope that with each sunrise, my light will guide you through the night and into a new chapter of your journey. When you feel that all is lost and your hopes have been dashed, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Loss can be devastating, leaving you with a sense of hopelessness and despair. Yet, I am the God who restores and rebuilds, turning your brokenness into something beautiful. Consider the story of Job, who lost everything he had, yet I restored him and blessed him even more than before. Just as I restored Job's fortunes, so I am able to bring restoration to every area of your life that feels lost or broken. My ability to rebuild is not limited by the extent of your loss. My power can transform devastation into renewal. When you feel as though all is lost, it is important to remember that my plans for you are always for good. I am the God who redeems and restores, and I am at work even in the midst of your brokenness. Trust in my promise to restore what has been lost and to rebuild what has been torn down. I have the ability to bring new life and hope where there once was despair. Restoration often begins with surrendering your pain and loss to me. When you release your brokenness into my hands, I can work to mend your heart and rebuild your life. My restoration is thorough and complete, bringing healing to your wounds and wholeness to your spirit. In times of loss, it may be hard to see how anything good can come from your situation. Yet, trust that I am the God who specializes in bringing beauty from ashes. I am with you in your brokenness, ready to rebuild and renew. Your loss is not the end, but an opportunity for my grace to manifest in your life. So, when all feels lost and your hope seems dim, Remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who restores and rebuilds. Trust in my ability to bring renewal and transformation to your life, and believe that I am working to turn your losses into a testimony of my faithfulness and love. When the odds are stacked against you and the situation seems impossible, remember this: I am greater than your problem. Defying expectations is my specialty, and I am the God who turns the improbable into reality and the unlikely into triumph. Reflect on the story of Gideon, who led a small army against a vast enemy. The odds were clearly against him, but I empowered Gideon to defeat the Midianites with just a fraction of the forces they had. This story demonstrates that it is not the size of your army or the strength of your resources that determines the outcome, but my power working through you. I am able to defy expectations and bring victory in the face of overwhelming odds. When the odds are against you, it may seem that all hope is lost and that success is unattainable. Yet, I am the God who specializes in working beyond human limitations. I do not rely on conventional methods or resources. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What seems impossible to you is well within my ability to achieve. In moments when you face seemingly insurmountable challenges, remember that I am with you, and my power can accomplish what you cannot achieve on your own. Trust in my ability to defy expectations and to bring about outcomes that exceed your understanding. I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way and who turns the impossible into possible. When the odds are against you, do not be discouraged. Instead, draw strength from the knowledge that I am with you, ready to defy expectations and to bring about a victory that reveals my glory. Your situation is an opportunity for my power to be demonstrated and for my name to be glorified. So, when the odds seem insurmountable and the situation appears hopeless, remember, I am greater than your problem. I am the God who defies expectations, and with me, no challenge is too great and no victory too unlikely. Trust in my ability to turn the impossible into reality and to bring triumph from the jaws of defeat.